Hey everybody, welcome to It's Election Day Somewhere. I'm Mike Bauman. Melissa is on assignment. Let's start with an update from episode 6. Last week we discussed the Democratic primary in New Jersey's 2nd Congressional District. Amy Kennedy defeated Bridget Callahan Harrison in a bit of a surprise blow to the South Jersey political machine. More importantly, this result will lead to more JFK impersonations from me. Aren't you lucky? And if Joe Kennedy III beats Ed Markey in Massachusetts, listeners, you are totally screwed. In New York, they're still counting votes for an election that took place on June 23rd. Thanks to the typically archaic New York state laws, Westchester County will begin counting its absentee ballots on Monday. That's a mere 16 years after the election took place. Monroe County just counted its absentee ballots for the special election in the 27th Congressional District. It probably won't change the result of a victory for Republican Chris Jacobs. What I'm really waiting for is to see how many votes Grover Cleveland gets. If Cleveland can flip New York to the Democrats, he will definitely win the 1884 presidential election. Texas Democrats vote next Tuesday in a Senate runoff between M.J. Hagar and Royce West. West accuses Hagar of being a secret Tea Party Republican, and Hagar contends that despite his talk about growing up poor, West is really a millionaire political insider. All this Democrat self-destruction seems like a lot of work to earn the right to lose to John Cornyn in November. Now, next Tuesday also brings the Republican runoff for Senate in Alabama. For listeners who don't know much about Alabama politics, you know how pundits say Pennsylvania is Philadelphia and Pittsburgh with Alabama in between? Well, Alabama is like Alabama and Alabama, sandwiched between two slices of Alabama with a healthy slathering of Alabama, and an Alabama on the side. This race is between Jeff Sessions and Tommy Tuberville. Fun fact, Tuberville was the name of the fat camp my parents sent me to when I was 12. Tommy Tuberville is most famous for being the head football coach for the Auburn University Tigers. Now, Tigers is a very confusing team name because it's not racist at all. I don't know how they passed it by the National Sports Team Naming Committee. The committee will come to order. What kind of names we got here to approve today? First off, the Chiefs. All right, approved. Next, the Fighting Cherokees. I do like it when they get specific like that. Approved. The Recaptured Runaway Slaves. I appreciate the effort, but good luck fitting that on the side of a helmet. Conditionally approved. Finally, what do we have here? The Tigers. Now, gentlemen, I understand your uneasiness, but the folks at Auburn assure me that in eastern Alabama, tiger is a derogatory term for Lithuanian immigrants. Approved. Jeff Sessions was previously the longtime senator from Alabama before becoming President Trump's first attorney general. You'll remember his stint as AG went really well. Trump approved of his performance for almost an entire day. Sessions is running ads in Alabama accusing Tuberville of refusing to debate. But then why would he? Some polls have Tuberville up by 20 points. It would be like Patrick Mahomes agreeing to debate Mitchell Trubisky. What's the point in talking on Thursday when Mahomes is going to dominate on Sunday? Though I'm sure Mitch Trubisky would make a great senator. He could overthrow screen passes to Chuck Schumer. As in many Republican races, both candidates argue over who is most like President Trump. But what are the actual policy differences between these two? Simple. Sessions is firmly against amnesty for undocumented immigrants, and Tuberville led Auburn to an 85-40 record and went undefeated in 2004. One of Tuberville's campaign buses even went up in flames on Interstate 59. And I can't think of a better metaphor for politics in 2020. So join us again next week for another episode of It's Election Day Somewhere. I'm Mike Bauman. We'll see you next week. Is a flaming bus a sign that Satan endorsed Tuberville?